And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, in today's video, as always, here to bring you up to date with all of the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. That includes us reportedly starting official talks over a blockbuster deal that many Liverpool fans have actually forgotten about. Not Trent Alexander-Arnold, not Mo Salah, and no, not Virgil van Dijk. We'll discuss who very, very soon. But also I want to discuss the upcoming game tonight. Liverpool, of course, back in action as we take on West Ham United in the Carabao Cup, a cup competition that, again, has been disgraced almost in British football. But, again, when you're at that final, when you're at the semi-final stages, a lot of fans want to go on and win that trophy. And a lot of teams want to go on and win that trophy and wouldn't, bat their eyelids or turn their nose up to the Carabao Cup when you get a bit further. Some fans look at it as a bit of a distraction early on, but we know, guys, we won it 2 times in the last 3 years. We like being in that competition and we like to go on and win it. But it all starts tonight against a West Ham side that genuinely are struggling, really, because I've always kept a little eye on West Ham. Certainly in the Premier League, and they're, under David Moyes, I thought they were absolutely fantastic. And to be fair, I thought David Moyes was overachieving really with this West Ham team, but reality is right now they're not really looking like the side they were under them, as they sit 14th, just 4 points in the league table. Obviously, it is not a league game tonight, but their recent form does come into question. Of course, losing 3-0 to Chelsea, drawing 1-1 to Fulham, losing 3-1 to City, with their last win actually coming in this competition against Bournemouth, where they beat them 1-0. So they have been a bit iffy under their new manager, and I do think their new manager plays very good brand of football. I think the manager will come good. I think he will get West Ham good, but they're still obviously in the teething point at this moment in time, still trying to find their sort of identity, trying to find their sort of form. But a very, very good team, players in there that can cause you problems. On our front, guys, of course, you probably already know the news yesterday. Well, we reported to you yesterday anyway that Alisson is going to not be playing that game after he picked up a little bit of a niggle before the Premier League match against Bournemouth. Kelleher is going to be coming back in. But again, in other teams, when your number one goalkeeper's out, a lot of people start to worry. But in Liverpool's case and scenario, I don't think we really worry. I know Alisson's the best goalkeeper in the world, but my goodness me, Kelleher would get into most Premier League teams as their starting goalkeeper. So I'm never really fazed if Alisson's out and Kelleher has to start for us. That's fairly interesting news. We've also, of course, got a potential debut for Forgoten, which is going to be potentially really special, because I saw links and bits and pieces from him in the last game in the Premier League against Bournemouth. So again, really interested to see what he can kind of do, come into this team, and hopefully, I really hope, and I do believe, he'll be a very, very good player for us and a big player for us. So hopefully he gets off to a flyer against the Hammers. Of course, it's at Anfield, and I do expect us, of course, to go through. But before we move on to today's main subject, I just want your score predictions down there in the old comment section below. I'm going to go for a 3-0 Liverpool win. That's my score prediction for it. Let me know yours down there in the comment section below. Now, whilst all the talk around contract deals and all this sorts of stuff has been with regards to Trent Alexander-Arnold, Virgil van Dijk and Mo Salah, and rightfully so, of course, they are into their final year of their contract, but a player who has been so key since coming on at half-time against Ipswich and playing a huge part for Liverpool so far this season is Ibrahima Konate. Now, again, due to those 3 players having their contracts winding down at the end of this season, people have actually forgotten that Konate's contract expires at the end of next year. And we don't want to be in that same situation constantly with our best and star players with regards to letting them come down to the final year. We want to nip it in the bud straight away. And this should have been the case of what we should have done with Trent Alexander-Arnold, Mo Salah and Virgil van Dijk. They shouldn't be into the final year of their contract. They should have been dealt with this time last year. However, whatever it happens, but at least we're learning our lesson now, as reports are stating that Liverpool have started official talks over a blockbuster deal, quote-unquote blockbuster deal, reports are saying, over Ibrahima Konate apparently extending his stay at Anfield. As stated, whilst the hope is that the trio we spoke about will extend their stay come the end of the campaign, there is another looming threat when it comes to Konate, who is one of our players whose contract runs out 2026, and he Robertson Robertson is also tied down for 2 more seasons along with Kelleher and Nat Phillips, though it's already widely accepted that the latter pair will move on. Konate, though, who will have just turned 27 when his current terms expire, has been highlighted as a concern that is not spoken about enough by Liverpool journalist David Lynch. He basically said it's not spoken about for nearly enough, really, that he's inside 2 years now. That really needs to get sorted. He explained when it gets to 2 years, things start to get a little bit more shaky in the terms of where interest you can fend off, whether the player starts to look more money elsewhere. It does put you in a tricky position, really, so it is something Liverpool have to keep an eye on. Again, Lynch also stated that talks are already underway, and that was backed up by a very reputable source, French sources L'Equipe, and basically they said that there has been talks that have been ready to go. They are in talks at this moment in time over a contract, but again, not at this moment in time, nothing has yet been sort of sealed, but the emphasis, and there is emphasis that Liverpool are confident that Konate will be staying at the football club this season. Next season, Paris Saint-Germain, Konate's hometown club, have been regularly linked with a move with the player, admitting that he could see himself playing for them in the future. Though giving his excellent start to the season under new coach Arne Slot, it should be a priority. Well, it is a priority, it seems as though, to retain the services of the new number 5. Guys, if you looked at our breakdown video on Panenka, literally yesterday I posted a video, and our build-up play was absolutely extraordinary. That's the title. In fact, I'll leave a link in the description with regards to that video. But Konate playing such a massive part in our build-up play that actually led to all 3 of the goals. Konate has been absolutely fantastic and since coming into the team at half-time against Ipswich, and really has not put a foot wrong, and actually is playing a huge part defensively, but also in our sort of build-up strategy as well. So very, very important player, very, very good player, and it's good to see that we are in talks over a blockbuster deal for the Frenchman, because I think he is a priority. He needs to be staying at this football club. And to be fair, looking around at centre-backs, you can't find much better. You can't find much better at this moment in time with regards to centre-backs out there that are available. Of course, there's players that are tied up to their teams, or similar standard teams as Liverpool. But going out there and finding new centre-backs is incredibly, incredibly hard. And it's good to see that Liverpool are learning from their lesson and going for Ibrahima Konate and starting official talks as we speak at this moment in time. So hopefully we'll start to hear a bit of an update with regards to that deal being confirmed maybe towards the end of the year. I know that the priority is, of course, the trio that we spoke about, but it's good to see that Liverpool are actually making steps towards that. So not repeating the same crap that we've done with these 3 players as well. So yeah, good news on that front. Guys, let me know your thoughts on Ibrahima Konate. Is he a player that you want to stay for a longer period of time? Is he a player that surprised you so far this season? And is he a player that you dub one of the better defenders in the league? Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. And don't forget to get your score predictions for the West Ham game down there in the comment section below. Thank you guys, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.